Alright, everyone. No more delays. It's time. That's right. On the bright side. Hold on. I forgot to throw on my lights. There we go. Hello, everyone. Welcome. Sorry for the delays. We had some...
I was busy brewing coffee.
yeah, Duncan was...
There were no other problems, no issues.
He was stirring coffee with his computer microphone.
I was getting in character, and I threw coffee with my computer. So that's why.
There was just some issues, but we've got them worked out.
Yay!
So everything is cool and good. And if you don't believe us, then
I don't know what to tell you.
You can.
Why are you watching this?
Suck an egg.
Duncan, Isom. Yes, I am continuing with that joke. I think I'm very funny.
All right. Well, we're gonna try our best to finish this case today. I am on a time limit because I gotta go to work.
I was gonna say, because you mentioned this earlier, we could at least try to treat it like a dub this time if you wanted.
I don't know if I can. So we were talking like the struggle of like getting through these cases fast when we just want to goof. And I'm like, originally I kind of envisioned doing these as like a more serious dubbing, just like not having any commentary, it just being. But
we have to make the lawyers kiss.
But
sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do.
But I can't hang out with my friends and not goof, I think, is the thing.
Yeah.
Well, I think people, it's just like, it makes it more fun.
And like, that's what makes us us.
Yeah. There's definitely a place for, like, YouTube content that is just, like, serious, just dubs of things, but, it's not here.
Also, like the stream.
Oh, yeah, also you should like the stream.
The stream.
Also, Daniel, you have surpassed 800. Congratulations.
Oh yeah, I have gotten over 800 subscribers, which is cool.
Congratulations.
I was right on the edge last time. And now I think I promised kisses.
Consenting kisses.
Let's get to the game.
Game time! Woo!
Yeah, okay. Let's turn the music on. So.
Hooray.
Oh! Mr. Right! Mr. White!
He's back? The most innocent man in America.
I thought Walter White was that.
Oh.
I went on a... Yeah, that's what I was making a joke about.
I
went on a rabbit hole over the past week about Ozymandias, which is related.
I know that poem.
Somewhat to...
It's also the best episode of Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant the poem by Percy Shelley.
I mean, the poem is about the fall of a Egyptian emperor, so it's relevant to that episode.
Fair.
It's literally the episode where the shit hits the fan.
Yeah.
Fair.
It's
I did not watch Breaking Bad.
I think it might have won an Emmy, actually.
It's a 10 out of 10 on IMDb, and it was directed.
As it should be,
And it was directed by Ryan Johnson, who made everyone's favorite Star Wars movie.
He's a good director, man.
I like that movie. I say that, but I like it. Anyway, let's get into it.
Yeah. Okay.
Hello, Maggie. So they finished questioning you.
Wasn't it just unbelievable in court today, sir? I'm going to stay up all night and blog about everything that happened.
You have a blog?
Yeah, I'm on Tumblr.
Yeah.
Weren't you scared? It was pretty touch and go in there. Yeah, but you totally nailed that old man.
In what way? Well, he was all over the place with his testimony.
He's not the only one. Huh? What do you mean? Everyone else's testimonies don't match up either. Sorry. Not with what I remember of the incident anyway.
Is it possible she's the one misremembering things? Misremembering things? You know what is the most damning piece of evidence?
Badge?
Well, I guess we don't have it, actually, as a piece of evidence. But isn't there, like... There's, like, a picture that we see that's, like, a waitress from behind, and she doesn't have the bow!
Yeah.
Anyway.
Is that even in the evidence?
No, it's not.
Yeah.
Maggie, you know how you said that everyone else provided testimony that doesn't match up with what you remember? Yep, there are just so many things that don't seem to add up. The biggest contradiction is the other guy I saw at the victim's table. He was the one who slipped something in the victim's coffee. I'm sure it was him.
But didn't Mr. Kudo testify earlier today that it was the waitress who put some white powder into the coffee cup?
Damn, Dan, you were wrong.
Did she have the bow?
Yeah.
Fuck! Stream's
So,
over.
do you really think that it was this disappearing man that did it? Well, he's not the only thing that disappeared. The CD vanished as well. You know, the CD with the writing on it. Oh yeah, the MC Screwdriver album, right?
It was MC Bomber, Maya. Idiot. That name was scrawled on the sports paper as well.
They never did find that CD at the crime scene, sir.
Or the victim's medication. That's gone missing too.
Ouch, my head. This is getting way too complicated for me.
Someone's clearly interfering. Although it's becoming pretty clear, I think, what...
Yeah, they're
went down.
interfering with my brainwaves, Nick.
You don't have those, Maya. You said that you passed out when the victim, Glenn Elk, collapsed, right?
Yes, it's so embarrassing. I mean, I used to be a cop. I used to be a pig.
What is that a reference to?
It-
Okay, oh, right. What is that a reference to? A cab.
It's actually a reference to a...
What was that, Duncan?
it's just nothing.
Okay.
Alright. When I came to, the restaurant was buzzing with police. And before I knew what was going on, they arrested me, sir.
So between the time the victim collapsed and the time the police arrived on the scene, you have no idea what went on in Trebienne?
No idea at all. Why? Is it important, Mr. Wright?
The other witness, the old man from the park, was pretty much chased out of the picture.
Chased out of the picture? What do you mean? Old Seedy wasn't inside the restaurant because he was told to go call the police.
Exactly, and you, Maggie, were unconscious.
I'm having the realization now of what a good voice would have been for her, but I've already committed to this one. I was thinking like transatlantic, like Dorothy Gable from Wizard of Oz. Anyway.
I like the voice that you've given her.
Yeah, it works now.
That means Mr. Armstrong was alone in the restaurant for a brief period of time.
No!
Yes,
You don't think Mr. Armstrong set me up, do you?
probably. When you consider the facts, it's hard to imagine that Mr. Armstrong isn't involved in this at all.
It's like the master biting the paw of the dogs it feeds. Are you sure about this, Mr. Wright? I know, I'm thinking of that too.
I was like, what? What are we talking about?
Hold on a minute, what?
Well, the old man said as much when we spoke with him earlier.
I don't know. The things that man says don't add up for some reason, sir.
Maggie looks like she's trying to figure something out.
Maybe we should ask Maggie exactly what she knows about old Sadie.
It's because he was ass distracted. We all know what it's like
Yeah.
to be distracted. By ass. Anyway.
What was
I know you said
the,
by ass, but it kind of ran together and it sounded like. like
Yeah,
the
well,
fish.
that was the point. I was trying to make it run together. Alright.
Did we
Okay.
get any evidence that we need to present?
I think right now we need the Kudo profile.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel much better after the trial this morning. I've been a bit of a courtroom proceedings addict for years now.
Weird.
It feels like forever since I saw a witness as slippery as that old man.
Maggie's like, I'm a true crime girly.
That's why I became a police officer, sir. He's not really that bad of an old man, though. Except for he's kind of fucking creepy.
And he likes to throw stuff.
Still, I feel a bit uneasy. Huh? I thought you just said you felt much better.
With love, and he likes to throw stuff. And he killed Glenn Elg.
True!
It's like, imagine that's the conclusion. That's why it doesn't make sense. Maggie,
Yes.
if there's something on your mind, you've got to tell us. Especially if it has anything to do with Mr. Kudo or his testimony.
Roger, I'll spill it all and see what you make of it.
Don't spill. Don't make a mess. Is there anything about Mr. Kudo's testimony that stood out as odd to you?
Actually, yes. The fact that he was even testifying to begin with doesn't quite what?
Choto what?
Well, when I took the coffee over to the victim's table, it's true that there was another customer in the restaurant.
Yeah, we know that already. It was Victor Kudo.
But I can't really say it was an old man. Okay, then how about calling him a really old middle-aged man? No, age isn't the issue. The other customer was a woman.
It was Gender that's the issue.
Gender.
A woman? What is that?
Are you sure, Maggie? Well, I'm not 100% sure, but I think so. So, what did this woman look like? She was sort of creepy. And she had a kind of cackling laugh.
Creepy.
Cackling?
Why do I get the feeling I've come across a woman like that recently?
Oh, can we present her profile?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Presentation. Dang.
I know I used to be on the police force, sir. But I'm incarcerated now, so I can't use my connections to help you.
Hey!
All I can tell you about now is info about ex-cons or the clientele of Trebion, sir. Aw, don't let that get you down, Maggie.
Okay, I guess that didn't work. But it's...
Maybe, can you show her the MC Bomber CD?
Oh, yeah.
Do we have that? Where is it?
We did take it with us.
Yeah.
Oh, and we have another mission here.
Hope it's not this one.
What was it?
What is it?
The bento box.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, right.
Help our boy Gumshoe out.
Oh yeah, I've got something you're going to love.
Really? What is it?
Me! It's just all... I mean, there could be jokes made, but I'm not going to. It's beneath
Okay.
me.
Let's not go down that rabbit hole.
A lunchbox, here.
Wow, a lunchbox. We need too. I can't believe it. Thank you, sir. Did you make this just for me, Mr. Wright? No, it was Detective Gumshoe. Who else would make such a nice lunchbox for you? Detective Gumshoe.
She's forgotten all about that name. I repressed it.
He's really worried about you. Looks like he put a lot of effort into making this, too. I can't accept it. Detention center rules. No gifts allowed, sir.
Hey, come on, Maggie. Don't be like that. Break the law.
The rules are the rules. They'll lock you up if you break them.
Somehow, when an ex-cop turned waitress says that, it seems a whole lot scarier.
And anyway, I hate weenies.
Dang.
Oh, really? It's all yours, Maya. You can enjoy it with Mr. Right. But...
I hate weenies. You guys should go to Weenie Hut Jr.
Oh boy.
Dang. She's right. It's better than letting it go to waste.
But... I mean, I guess so.
Aw.
Gumshoe's lunchbox eaten with Maya.
Box and all.
Made with a sound like this. Vacuumed.
Well, how was it?
Mad at the spot.
God.
Like really satisfying. I love weenies.
I love the term they're using.
I mean,
It's like
I can't.
it reminds me of like the TikTok audio. It's like nice onesie. Does it come in men's? Oh, I think you come in. I think you come in men enough for all of us.
Yeah.
That's what it's giving.
Yeah.
I love
Oh,
weenies.
good. I'm glad I gave it to you then, sir.
Now I feel bad.
Well, bye, Maggie. We
Stay
don't have
sad
anything
and
else to
hungry.
do, right?
I don't know. Like, I think we might be done here.
Yeah, I definitely know
Don't
at
you
some
have,
point we need to go
like,
back
lots
to
to
criminal
break?
affairs.
Well, we have two. We have two psyche locks. Where are they? One's in blue screens.
I think the ink, but then we also do some stuff from tension.
There's
Or not the detention center, the thing.
criminal affairs. Okay.
Things were in chaos. And so like, we're gonna go.
You are cutting out. It's cool.
Wait, we're just one smoke.
That is. Yessie, did you hear me?
What?
Your audio is cutting out.
Yeah, I can tell now. Hold on. Just a second.
Video's coming out on my end, too.
Oh god, both your audios are cutting out. It might be a me problem then.
No,
Oh,
it's a me problem.
No, it's a me problem.
Oh,
No,
I can
like-
hear you fine now.
Okay.
Yeah, I fixed it. We're good.
So
Okay,
Wait, Trevor just went up in smoke.
yeah, I just looked at my Discord connection and it like dipped to red. So that's
Yeah,
probably what it was.
Mine also did the same thing at the same time.
Ah,
That's what
solar
was
flare.
happening to me.
Fun.
The main server just went up in smoke. That describes what just happened.
Duncan, do you
Why the
want to
heck
grab
is
this
the
one?
Why the heck isn't the press set up yet? It's here already. Dan, you do it.
Okay. Yeah, there's a problem with the internet too. Stop being too real.
I already told you to stop using your computer, Chief.
But I'm watching videos online. I'm catching up on my Asian soap operas.
He's gonna have to wait, Chief. I'm throwing the switch.
I'm catching up on my K-dramas.
It's so dramatic.
No! Just Was I right with K-dramas based on this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, just one.
Either that or Chinese.
Yeah, it doesn't really
It's-
look Korean.
It's not real.
Some young
Either
guy
way.
was about to confess to his son's hot to trot girlfriend. All right.
Wow. That drama sounds messy. I want to watch it. This place is really buzzing.
Something must be going down. Something really big.
What are you doing?
Detective Gumshoe.
Get beer right now. We'll be roped into briefing if you stay.
Huh?
We got big problems here today.
Okay.
Why? What's going on?
It's a virus. A virus!
The coronavirus!
Oh no.
No.
Ah, I see in chat.
A regular
Welcome.
has returned.
Hooray.
Silugoober. That's how I'm gonna say it. Virus?
There's a virus ripping through the precinct's computer system.
Yeah. We're just talking about how there's how the coronavirus is infecting the criminal affairs department. But I really need to ask you some questions.
COVID really has
helpful.
ruined like a whole generation's sense of humor.
This is a helpful reminder to get your flu shot.
Oh yeah, I got an email about that today.
Yeah, I should get mine.
I believe there's also new COVID vaccines coming out soon.
Yeah.
Probably.
Tender
Okay.
lender.
I'm gonna say this once, so listen up, pal.
Yeah.
No matter how poor you get, never borrow. You hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
You got money trouble? Just, go on a time, Vince.
We're not thinking about borrowing money, detective. We want information.
Speak for yourself, Nick.
That all? Let's see here.
Phoenix moves his wallet to an opposite pocket.
Tender lender is considered it's considered to be even fishier than the average illegal loan shark.
Oh, good.
It seems it ran into some trouble recently. Those guys have been pretty heavy-handed, calling in all their debts.
Really?
Don't go poking your nose around. You'll really regret it if you upset that lady.
Oh, I'm gonna upset that lady. Alright, I get the picture. Hey, wait a minute. What did he just say? That lady?
Who's this lady talking about, Nick?
Better find out what the story is with this lady.
So, what exactly is a computer virus, Detective Gumshoe?
Oh boy.
I've never heard of a computer. It's a virus.
The fucking Discord needs to chill!
Yeah.
5,000
I'm being-
milliseconds! Or
Yeah,
MS. That was
It
crazy.
makes sense. This is genuinely Discord's fault because I'm having the same issues.
Yeah. So, welcome to stream. We had some
Discord
technical
is killing us today.
we had some technical difficulties coming into stream, but it seems like these are different technical difficulties now. It seems Discord is being slow today.
Discord just doesn't like us today.
So when that happens, you guys are getting choppy, like the robot voices.
Yeah.
Can you restart the call? Will that fix?
Yeah, I might need to do that.
Okay.
Why don't you do that? Try that.
Oh. All of our guys disappeared. Alright.
Okay. Sounds okay.
It sounds better now.
Sounds good. I
Uh,
also sent an angry emoji to Discord and said, "How was your audio quality?" It's like, oh, I'm glad you asked.
And here's the game for you guys to see. Alright.
Cool.
Alright.
All right, this should work for now. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go for it.
This is awesome to happen when I'm on a deadline. Anyway.
I don't know.
What?
Look, I just go with the flow. Okay, pal.
Okay. And here I thought detectives were supposed to be somewhat knowledgeable.
Look, that fixed, pal. You know what virus is?
No! I heard robot voice again.
No.
Why? It's like really weird when I look at my Discord. The connection goes between green and red, like just back and forth.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's no the issue I'm experiencing now.
Yeah.
The issue I'm
We're currently being infected by a computer virus.
Alright. Right now I can hear you all.
Okay.
Now I can hear you.
Okay.
Alright.
Well, Nick, do you?
A computer virus? Sure. I mean, only in simple terms, of course.
Really? Wow, you know everything, Professor Nick.
Pushes up my glasses.
Yeah. I'm gonna call you Dr. Wright from now on.
They call me Dr. Wright.
Oh god.
Hey, that sounds pretty cool. Don't you agree, Dr. Wright?
Why do I get the feeling you're making fun of me? Okay, fine. I'm no expert, but I can at least explain the basics to the two of you.
What's a virus?
What is a virus? A virus is a program that gets inside a computer and causes damage.
He's just playing a YouTube video for them.
I mean, makes the machine go boom and explode?
No, the damage is, well, it's all internal.
So, the inside goes boom, right?
Imagine all the case data you've got stored on your PCs here in the station. A virus could wipe out all that. That's the kind of damage I'm talking about.
Whoa, that's scary.
Yeah, and what's even more scary is that viruses are infectious.
Infectious?
Most computers are connected together on a network, right? A virus can move from one machine to another over the network. So the virus just keeps spreading faster and faster.
Huh. Just like a real virus, huh?
Viruses are real?
No!
COVID never happens in the Ace Attorney universe. They don't know.
True!
I mean, we don't know that yet. Unfortunately, this is 2019, so like...
Yeah, well, aren't the
You know-
next games later? Shouldn't they be in
They're-
2020?
No, they're still in... the next game still takes place in 2019, and then after that it skips ahead to 2026.
Well, dang.
So the pandemic literally could have happened in that.
And
That's
we
why
would
they
never
skipped.
know.
That's why they skipped.
You know, this whole exchange here more than anything shows how these games are kind of dated, because it's
Yeah,
like they
a
have to
little bit.
explain what a computer virus is. Like, imagine having to explain to somebody in 2019 what a computer virus is.
Oh yeah.
Computer virus? What's that? Like,
Did you live under a rock?
It's also funny because why is Phoenix? Doesn't Phoenix like not use technology?
Phoenix
Yeah.
does not. He's like not very good with computers, and yet like Gumshoe and Maya know less about this than he does. It's kind of funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, it takes ages to type in all that data. Why would you want to destroy it, pal?
No, people don't infect their own machines. They send the viruses to someone else.
What? That's horrible.
Maybe people would just go online and spread malware? Yeah.
Who would do such a thing?
I get it. Like you're sneezing on Mr. Goodell, so he catches a cold.
Right. Then he wouldn't be able to turn up at court because he'd be too thick.
Hold.
You shouldn't do that stuff like that, Nick. It's wrong. It would be kind of funny though.
Hold on, getting ideas. Who? What? Where? When? And why did the conversation jump to talking about me? Anyway, that's what a computer virus is. A bad program that causes damage.
All the different viruses have names, don't they? Kind of feel like I've heard the name of the virus we caught somewhere before.
The name of the virus, huh? I feel like I've heard of it before too.
Can we present anything to him?
Yeah, do we have a name of a virus?
We have something that has
Well-
a name on it.
From the
Ah.
CD.
Huh?
CD.
CD.
DVD.
Detective Gumshoe. About this.
What? I'm trying to concentrate on Maggie and the virus right now, so I... It's stupid. I remember it now.
I thought so. Here it comes.
Don't just nod to yourself and keep me in the dark, Nick. What's going on?
It's okay, Maya. You don't have to cry about it.
Baby.
Slaps her.
Name's scribbled on that sports paper. And written on that CD. That's the name of the virus. MC Bomber.
That makes more sense.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. The virus has just infected every computer in the station, pal. MC Bomber.
Can you give us any more details, please?
There we go. We already knew about the MC Bomber virus from a while back. A group of criminals issued a series of demands to the head honchos of law enforcement. They threatened to release the virus if their demands weren't met.
Who are they?
Dunno. Some hotshots of the criminal underworld. I guess.
How... And now the virus has been released, huh?
Yeah, it's in every computer in every public office in the city.
Jeez.
Everyone's going nuts. Running around like the kids in a carnival.
All this stuff with criminals and viruses, it almost feels like we're in a sci-fi movie.
Don't you guys have any cybersecurity department?
Certainly not,
what?
no. It's kind of weird that they wouldn't in the year 2019, but you know.
They don't know that yet.
Apparently, the programmer who made the virus was a real genius or something. The focus right now is on tracking the root of this virus on the black market.
You mean someone put this virus up for sale?
Yeah, because this one's so powerful. They're estimating its price tag is in the millions of dollars, pal.
Well, there's a motive. In the millions, a virus can be worth that much. Or another motive beyond the lottery ticket, right?
It ties in, probably.
Alright, do we have anything to do here?
That might be it.
Who had psyche locks last time?
That was Lisa Basil.
Yeah, I thought also...
Is she the only one with psyche locks?
I don't think so. I thought,
I guess we can...
Mr. Armstrong had
maybe
one.
we have an... Yeah, I thought he had one too.
I'll
Is he in the
check.
kitchen?
Yeah.
Oh, there's something here.
Looks like Mr. Armstrong's out again.
Heck.
Ah,
But the place is open for business. You can't have an open restaurant without a chef.
Hey, it's not my fault, Nick. Don't take it out on me.
Maya, start cooking! Only a couple minutes after the incident happened, Mr. Kudo left the scene, leaving Mr. Armstrong here alone.
Missing when we need to talk to him the most.
Maybe he's trying to avoid us on purpose? On accident?
so maybe we have to break Lisa Basil first. No, we're done with
He
you.
didn't have anything, right? Okay.
We're not talking to you.
No, he didn't.
Ah! Alright.
I think we should be able to break her now.
Yeah, I think so.
We should
Let's
have everything.
Go!
Right.
Take this!
And I think once we're done with her, that's when we finally get to break Armstrong, and that should be the end of it, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
he'll reveal that he was in cahoots!
Oh!
He played Kahoot with Furio Tigre.
I love Kahoot.
So, How about you tell me what kind of trouble Mr. Elg was in?
I'm sorry, sir, but we don't deal with troubleshooting here.
Why not?
Perhaps you'd like to speak to someone in customer service.
What you talking about? I guess I'd better just take a shot and see where it gets me. Miss Basil, let me ask you something. Did Mr. Elg's trouble have something to do with this?
I just want to say, if we did get the robot voices now, it would weirdly benefit this role.
Yeah, I'm just trying to go with like the AI assistant, very overly clear pronunciation.
Yeah.
Now we're praying for Discord to mangle your voice.
Just me, though.
Yes.
Only you.
What is that?
A bunch of horse racing tickets, all losing ones.
With that many tickets, you could get $1 at the recycling center. You people, good people, are very, very bad. Cashing in on others' misfortunes is immoral.
I've been told. Is that a whiff of hypocrisy I smell? Smell.
But what is the relevance of these tickets?
The victim, Mr. Glenn Elg, he had a gambling habit, didn't he?
I don't think that's a logical conclusion based on the facts. Everyone likes to go to the races from time to time.
I love that Mario Party minigame.
Also, I remember the word I was looking for, over-enunciated.
I feel like another thing, too, is that, like, AI or assistants or whatever, they don't do contractions, like, ever.
Yeah, which is throwing me off
They
because
say
you
every
have them
single
in there.
word. Yeah.
But I'm gonna,
like
I have to automatically stop that because it doesn't make sense.
they wouldn't say can't, they would say cannot, you know, that kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll pick that back up.
Yeah.
Yeah, but not everyone buys this many tickets.
Anyway, I do not believe that proves anything on its own.
You're right. I'm not through yet. Mr. Elg's gambling habits wasn't just restricted to horse races, was it?
Lottery. Yep.
The ticket or the...
Probably the
Lottery.
ticket.
Yeah.
Yeah, ticket.
The lottery, horse racing. He bought a lot of tickets and lost a lot of times. That's got to have hurt his wallet pretty bad, don't you think? She's sweating!
Oh my god.
Robots can sweat! Maybe
Friendly.
bad enough to be the cause of some pretty serious troubles, perhaps.
No!
No!
You are right. Glenn did have a gambling habit. You good people must not follow his example. Do you understand?
No. Trust me, even if I wanted to, I don't exactly have the money to buy any. I don't gamble. I just spend a lot of money on gacha. It's different.
Joke's on you. I'm too poor to gamble.
That's probably actually true.
But if you win, there is no problem, is there? And Glenn had a winning ticket, did he not? For $500,000.
Yeah,
That one threw me off.
That is, yeah.
It is hard to believe how he could have been in trouble then, is it not?
She doesn't sweat, it's coolant. You're right.
There you go.
Yeah. True.
It's true that Mr. Elk won $500,000 in the end, but that was his first stroke of good luck. He was in deep trouble before that.
Deep trouble? What do you mean?
Mr. Elk's real problem was with someone or something more terrifying and ferocious. Not that. Do we present,
We have to present a profile?
Okay.
Yeah.
All
I-
good people get into trouble sometimes.
I didn't mean to present, I meant to go to profiles.
Just
Oh, wow.
skip through this.
Huh?
Let's ask one of my programmers what they think.
Duncan, take it away.
Excuse me, what do you think?
I'm taking a break.
Yes, perhaps I should take a break too.
Ow. I could take a break from my troubles, but the rest was about a mile back. Through the
Let's try presenting a profile, I guess.
yeah, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to this guy, right? Because it's ferocious. It's the Furio man himself. Furio Tigre, the boss of a loan office called Tender Lender.
Tender lender. People with businesses should think harder before naming their offices.
That's the problem.
Yes.
Like you're one to talk. Blue screens ink. You know what happens when a computer bricks? Well,
Please enlighten me.
what do you think?
Our firm is doing very well at the moment. I don't think we need to borrow money.
No. I mean about Mr. L. Why is everyone making this mistake?
You think Glenn had something to do with this Furio Tigre. Is that
Yes.
correct?
Yes.
I am sorry. I do not know of any connection between the two of them.
It's like, Basil, is there any connection between these two? I do not know. Fuck. It's like asking Siri. Really? Because I've got the proof that Mr. Elg and the tiger knew each other.
I am sorry. I did not get that. Please
What?
try again.
What is the proof? Oh,
There we go.
Furio Tigre, aka the Tiger, is the boss of the loan office, called Tender Lender. This is who Mr. Elg met with on the day of his murder. And the only thing a loan shark would talk about with him was I brain farted. And the only
Try
thing a
again.
loan shark would talk about with him would talk shit would talk with him about
Take it
would
one step
be
at a time.
his debit.
Debit card.
It is true that Glenn had racked up quite a bit of debt from his gambling habit. About $100,000, I think.
$100,000. Ouch.
But I heard he won the lottery, so he should have been in the clear.
Shame Maggie couldn't get a bit of that good luck. Okay. So the guy got lucky and won the lottery. But what if he hadn't won? What was his plan then?
Well, this isn't easy to say, but he said he would use his talents to repay the money.
His talents. I suspect he was talking about programming. Oh, was that... Did I steal your line?
Oh, I don't know. It's fine.
What computer program is worth $100,000?
Perhaps you good people should leave so I can get back to my work.
Never! I'm so close to cracking her. Program in question. Was it by any chance this?
There we go.
Well, this is it, isn't it? This is the virus that's infecting computers worldwide as we speak. MC Bomber.
I'm struggling with the no in a robot voice.
Error 404.
No, error.
Should just-
Actually, no, that would be a good idea, Duncan.
Yeah, just like error 404.
Glenn's held more processing power than any computer. But it had been infected with a gambling virus. Glenn was in too deep.
You mean he was in debt?
Yes, $100,000 in debt. Not an easy amount to repay.
I feel like I'm at the self-checkout at the grocery store.
Yes, that's what I was going for.
Yes.
I feel extremely validated. So,
Please scan your next item.
move your
How many bags did you use today?
please move your bananas to the belt. He said he was taking on some extra work. Something a bit risky.
Risky? It took until you like mentioning like a dollar amount for me to be like, oh, that's what it was.
No, I was
Yeah.
specifically, the minute she started saying numbers, I'm like, I'm going to be the self-checkout lane.
Yeah.
Your total is $100,000.
Oh fuck. Risky? How?
Maybe he was going to become a waitress at Très Bien.
Where do you come up with these ideas? What's wrong with you? Maya, get outside.
That sounds like a terrible idea.
Yeah, that's my point.
So it's safe to say Mr. Elg was the creator of this virus, huh?
The MC Bomber virus? Yes. It was a work of genius. In a bad sort of way, of course. But still, genius.
I don't know why, it pisses me off whenever she moves to the side.
Yeah.
I'm just like, stop! Just stay where you are.
Something that would probably fetch several $1 million on the black market.
Inconceivable! Gumshoe was right for a change. That's the inconceivable part.
This date marked December 3rd. That is marked on his calendar. That was his deadline for repaying his debts.
MC Bomber updated in the court record. I guess we won't be needing these tickets, horse racing tickets anymore. Glenn Elg's losing horse racing tickets. Thrown back on the
Throw
floor.
back on the floor.
Eaten by
Yeah,
Phoenix
he could
Wright.
have gotten $1 for the thing.
You guys clean it up. Huh?
Horse racing tickets added as seasoning to the weenies.
Use the trash can, Nick.
No.
Yes.
Are we basically done here?
I
I hope
I think we're
I think
done
Armstrong might be. Armstrong might be in the kitchen now.
Nope.
No. Okay.
Maybe she has.
Maybe
Other
there's,
stuff?
maybe there's something
Yeah.
else we have to talk about with her.
Yeah,
I feel like we weren't done with Lisa Basil.
I kind of felt that way too.
Yeah. I feel like we're definitely not done there.
Welcome in chat.
Yep.
Yay.
Yo, Maya in the
We'll go
HD
to-
remaster looks not so pixely. Yeah. This is the trilogy version that we're playing, so everything's redrawn and not pixely.
Damn, girl, you look so unpixely.
Unfortunately, the like non-pixel sprites are kind of hard to find. Well, maybe not, but
They have a lot. They have a bunch of them on the Ace Attorney wiki. That's where I grab them for thumbnails.
oh, I guess what's hard to find is it's hard to find like the GIF versions of them, like the animations, without finding the pixel ones. I remember trying to do that for a couple of stream promos, and I could only.
Yeah,
find
they
pixel
have
ones.
them. Check the wiki. They have them.
Yeah. Okay. What more can I present to her?
Maybe the MC Bomber CD? Maybe? It would have been something recent that we got. Huh?
Or are we just crazy? Oh,
Throw
I
away.
don't think yeah, just keep going.
super
Done.
restricted access, password protected.
Oh, hold on. I do want to say this one. I'm sorry. This information is super admin restricted desktop access password protected. Super admin restricted desktop access password protected? What? Is this madness?
No, Maya. This is that is Sparta. Jesus Christ. She won't tell us unless we say the right code word.
A code word? Sesame! If it's not Sesame, then it must be her mother's maiden name. That's how it always is. Yeah, I love that reference, and then, like, I forgot what it was, and then the minute I saw it, I was like, hold on, actually, I do want to read these lines.
It is kind of funny, just, like, there are a fair amount of dated memes in this game, and I did not expect that.
Whenever I see these jokes, it does make me wonder what the joke was in Japanese, that they felt the need to change it so that English speakers can understand it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
at some point
that
I'll
is
look at the
interesting.
transcript.
And by the way, I don't have an issue with that. I'm also just kind of, it's more of a curiosity of, like, because, like, that's usually what they do, you know? They
Yeah.
change
Yeah.
the joke so that
It's more of a
people
Duncan and I took
can-
Japanese thing.
Yeah,
I
it's,
also
it's
took
a
Japanese.
intellectual curiosity thing of, I wonder what the joke was in Japanese, you know?
It's more like a we all took Japanese thing.
Yeah. Okay, let's keep going.
There's no point in having a password if it's always the same thing, Maya. And she doesn't want to talk about it.
Maybe we should focus on asking about Glen Elg. What do you say?
Oh,
Oh
that
yeah, let's present.
that makes more sense.
You always forget to present the profiles.
About Mr. Elk.
He was a top programmer. I would even say he was a genius. But he did suffer from 1 or 2 bugs in his personality.
We got these before.
Oh, like
Yeah.
what?
We got this line before.
He was a bit of a loser. Perhaps that would be the best way to describe it. That is what got him into trouble. What's the matter? He was a top programmer. I would even say he was a genius.
We got these lines last time.
Now we already did this before.
Yeah, okay.
Keep going.
Oh, wait a minute. We already found out the trouble.
Well,
Maybe we don't have anything more to do with her.
I mean, if any of you want to look up a walkthrough, but by all means, you know.
Yeah.
I know we're going for speed a little more this time.
Duncan's usually the one who looks up a walkthrough.
I got it.
I usually have it on hand, but I can't do that now for obvious
No, I've
reasons.
got it.
Alright.
I mean, like, we've done most of the stuff. It's just that I feel like we should be able to talk about it.
Maybe, the one with the, last... Psyche Lock was Tender Lender here, yeah.
Oh, yeah, she had one. Let's try to bring her now.
Yeah, I think this is the
I
only
bet we
thing
can
left.
play her.
Yeah. Yep, that's
do
where
it.
we need to be. You're right.
Here we go.
Johnson says,
Because I think I actually might have gotten, I almost said Jean Valjean's. John
Alright.
Armstrong's.
Alright,
In-
do it, Jesse.
in chat, Janssen says this
Yes,
took
it
place
did
in
take place.
2019, which we were just talking about earlier in the stream, being like, I wonder if COVID happens in this universe.
It is very funny. The idea.
But apparently we'll never know. You said that the bandages around your head was from an operation. I don't know if we have everything we need for this, but
You might
find
not,
out.
but let's just try.
you also said you suffered a fatal injury to the head, correct?
Yes, the operation was very difficult, apparently.
Now, by fatal injury, you mean you were hurt very badly somehow, right? Did the injury in question have something to do with this?
We have like a repair bill, like at the very end.
Yeah. We have this scooter that's all smashed up, but I feel like that's useful.
There's that.
One of those two.
We have the repair bill.
Our repair bill. I would say maybe that.
Yeah.
There we go. It worked.
There we go. I have here a car repair bill. From this, it seems pretty obvious that this car was involved in an accident.
Let me see that. This bill is made out to the Cadaverinis.
Yes, it is.
I don't think I ever introduced myself. Tell me, what do the Cadaverinis have to do with me?
Something tells me she's not about to say hi and introduce herself. Alright then. Your relationship with Cavarinis is very strong. And this is why.
This is gonna be a profile, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do we not have that one?
What profile should we have?
Go back to the next page. And it's not there.
Uh-oh.
Go back to... Okay, go back to the
wait.
precinct.
You have to go back to the precinct and...
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
Okay.
That's something we never did, yeah.
Sorry, that's on me. I thought we had that one.
Bye, Evil Kaguya. Yeah. I guess we did miss that part.
God, we gotta go through so many places. Just
It is
list them
kinda
all.
confusing.
Just list them all and let me select the one. Alright.
Alright.
Now
Present her profile to him.
Okay.
But I don't think we ever asked about her. That's the girl who works over at the Tenderloin. Okay? I mean it.
She does look kind of unforgiving, doesn't she?
That should be the least of your worries, pal.
What's that supposed to mean? What could be worse?
Her name's Viola Cadaverini.
There's
She's the only granddaughter of Bruto Cadaverini.
look at that guy. Bruto Cadaverini.
Bruto Cadaverini? Do you know who that is, Nick?
Never heard of him.
Bruto Cadaverini's awesome.
It should have been Cadaveroli. And then it would have been a nice pasta. The Cadaverinis. That's one scary sounding name.
We can't touch him. Way too powerful for the police. But you're thinking of taking her, aren't you?
No, I don't remember ever saying I was going to. I better get some more info, Gumshoe, about this family.
Okay. There we go.
I'm not sure if I really want to get involved in this, but who are the Cadaverinis?
Who are they? Scary bunch of people.
You're a cop, and you're scared? What's that about?
Did you hear that?
Hey,
Cops
trust
aren't
me.
allowed to be scared.
It doesn't matter if you're a kid or these guys are scared. They got some serious clout in the criminal underworld.
Dang, that got clout.
I always forget that clout is like a real word and not just like a slang term.
Yeah.
I always thought it's kind of weird because I thought that was slang too.
You're telling me if I collab with them, I can get some followers?
Hey, chat, I'm gonna rizz up the Cadaverini.
I think Marvel vs. Capcom Phoenix would be able to take them on. I agree.
You mean Phoenix Fight?
Phoenix Fight.
We can't touch him.
Moolah? As in, you don't mean...
Yeah. We pretty much control all the cash on the city's black market.
Oh, I thought you meant something else.
It's a good word, moolah.
It's
Yeah.
like I thought Moolah was referring to something else. It's like, what? I'll never tell. The black market, huh? And that includes Tender Lender, I take it.
Moolah, you talking my favorite Disney movie?
Okay. Duncan, this is your line.
Yeah. Sure. No one stands up to produce Bruno Cadaverini. I mean, no one.
Until me. Interesting.
So Viola's the granddaughter of some mafia boss then?
Yeah.
Oh. You cut out for that one.
Everyone knows how much
I'll just roll with it.
he means everything to him.
So, how did she end up at Tender Lender?
I don't know. But I heard she...
Pretty tight, huh?
Tight?
Yeah, that's what it said.
You keep
So it's like we
you keep
hear
fading
like the
out.
first half of the sentence really well, and then it's like goes away.
Yeah.
That's what it said in the file I read late.
It's pretty consistently happening. Sounds like a pretty important clue.
I can't believe it. I almost forgot the most important thing.
There we go.
Hold on, I'm reading chat. It's one tiny detail I did not notice. Maya's eyebrow frown. A character sprite. Eyebrows frown a character sprite with her hands on her mouth. And that is?
You know, how did everything go?
Oh, it went so well.
Lunchbox.
You remember the weenies? I hate weenies.
Oh yeah, those weenies.
No, how do my weenies taste when they're...
Well, it's a good thing that you're asking us that.
Huh? Well, it was delicious.
Yeah? Is that what you...
Well, not exactly.
I figured something. I can't...
Prepared? What do you mean?
I made a...
A jumbo lunchbox.
Oh,
Do me a favor again, pal. Can you deliver this?
It sure is a heavy burden. More ways than heavy.
I could just imagine.
oh no.
Oh no, Duncan. The audio hates you. I don't
I'm
know.
gonna rejoin.
Yeah, I don't know how to describe it. Okay. You rejoin. I will be Gumshoe. I can just imagine me.
You good?
Yeah, that's Gumshoe, right?
Okay.
Am I good? Am I good now?
Yes.
Alright, let's try it now.
Yeah, I think what is happening is like, I don't know. It's almost like your microphone is like getting fatigued. It's like one of those like,
Like it's moving away from you.
yeah,
Well, it's not moving away from me. I can tell you that much.
it's weird. But you know how like
It's good now.
Like
Is
Discord,
it good now?
Yeah.
how like anyway.
Weenies again, Nick? Tell me we don't have to eat all these too.
Duncan has voice mod allegations. How do you feel
What were
about
you
that?
saying? It seems like
No, it nothing. It's just like when Discord forcibly makes you cut out when you're to protect against peaking the mic. It was almost
Yeah.
like that, but like it was like if you
It was, like,
paused at all
weirdly
during
consistent.
the sentence. Yeah.
Yeah.
but you're good now.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
really
I just need
can't
to
eat
talk
anymore.
quieter when I'm Gumshoe.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I can eat weenies all day. I
We
am.
Now we
eat
should
it.
probably be able to. Now we should probably be able to break
Yeah.
Viola now.
I am the Weenie Hut Junior.
That was the most cursed thing I've heard in a hot ass minute.
All right. Let's get a move
Maggie's dead.
on. Apparently.
That would be a crazy plot line.
Should we check the kitchen now?
We can. It might be the
Just in
last
case.
chance. You son of a bitch! Okay,
Nope.
he's not there.
He's still hiding from us.
It would be like a crazy plot twist if you just like went outside after interrogating someone, and everyone was just zombies. Oh.
World War PW. World War Phoenix Wright. Instead of zombie.
I feel like we've only ever had one other 4-lock Psyche lock before. Is that true? I mean, maybe it's too small of a detail to remember, but I feel like it was like Adrian or something. And
I feel like we had 4 Psyche locks with Matt Ungard, but we didn't have to break all 4 of them. Like,
oh yeah, you're right. He just was all like, fuck it.
He's just like, fuck it. That's how a lot of these go, actually, too.
Alright.
Alright, we got through this part.
Yeah, throw the repair bill at her.
This is going to be very important as well, I can tell.
We'll throw the lunchbox at her at the end.
I feel like the lunchbox is going to be, like, for once we win, one of those items that you give,
yeah, probably.
Maggie at the end.
This bill is made. Oh, we already did that part.
Yeah, I'm just getting
You're good. I just.
Relationship.
I think we have to present. We should have Bruto Cadaverini's profile now.
Yeah.
There we go.
I know exactly who you are, Viola Cadaverini. You sustained that injury in a traffic accident, didn't you?
There we go.
It happened about 4 months ago. I was driving in one of our family cars when someone pulled out in front of me.
You're old enough to drive?
It was a motorbike or something like that. I don't remember it much. Anyway, I swerved to try and avoid it, but...
I just love how he drives a moped.
It is very funny.
I took a blow to the head. A bad one.
I took an arrow to the knee. Now
A
that
bad
would have been a
one.
reference.
My favorite name.
Yeah, I can imagine. So, what happened to the person on the bike? I'm guessing they didn't get away with injuring the Viola Cadaverini, right?
I don't know what happened to them. They ran away, or so I heard.
Ran away?
If they'd stayed, I'd have...
Is it possible? Could the person who committed the hit and run could have been... I mean, right?
Yeah. It's gotta be that guy. I mean, the picture made it pretty obvious.
Yeah. I'm like, they're not leaving much of the imagination.
No, wait, I know who it is. The man who committed the hit and run was Phoenix Wright, obviously.
Oh my god, Phoenix!
How did we get that wrong?
It was this man, wasn't it? He was the cause of your accident.
It wasn't Don Tigre. I refuse to believe it.
Oh.
We collided, the motorbike and my car. But Don Tigre isn't injured at all, is he?
It was the tiger who caused Viola to crash. I can feel it. Plus, one of her locks just broke, so she must suspect it was him too. I'm sorry, Miss Cadaverini, but I have proof that the tiger was involved in a traffic accident on his bike.
Moped. It's all banged up.
It's not exactly a motorbike, but Mr. Tigre rides around on a scooter, doesn't he? And you'll notice that the front wheel guard is badly damaged.
I like that it's a pink scooter, too. That makes it even better.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the back wheel guard. And the entire body. You know? And the light. Or the mirror.
It's like imagining, like, the biggest, baddest, like, bully at school, and then they drive, like a girly pink bike with, like, a basket and a bell.
Yeah. Miss Cadaverini.
Shut up, it's my sisters, we have to share!
Yeah.
You know the truth, don't you? This repair bill was paid by Furio Tigre. The Cadaverinis have known for ages who caused the accident, haven't they?
It's possible, perhaps. Somewhere inside me, I know that may be true.
I knew it!
But Don Tigre still saved my life. The operation was very complicated. It was very, very expensive.
How much are we talking?
Very, very, very expensive.
Get out of here, telemarketer. Why are you calling me? She seems kind of hesitant about giving me an actual figure. I should back off. Well, anyway, it was the tiger who paid for it, right?
After I recovered, Don Tigre told me. He said that he paid for the operation because he cared about me. I believe him.
Really? But do you honestly believe that to be true? Do you want to know what I think? I think the reason he paid for the operation wasn't because of you. It's someone else. Are we thinking this?
Yeah, probably.
Perhaps I shouldn't be saying this, but your grandfather, Bruto Cadaverini, controls a lot of dubious cash, right? And you are his beloved pride and joy. Sure, I don't know exactly how much the operation cost, but if you weren't the granddaughter of Mr. Cadaverini, do you think Mr. Tigre would have paid the money?
$1 million.
That's a lot of money. Unknowingly, back when Rooster Teeth was still a thing, they had a show called $1 Million But, where it's like, you get $1 million, but you have to deal with this thing for the rest of your life. Basically,
Oh, yeah.
is what it usually is.
Yeah.
And the people on it got into the habit of being like, $1 million, you get $1 million, and then someone says, a lot of money, like every time.
Every time.
4 months ago, I was in a traffic accident. That's why I needed the operation. When I woke up, they told me it was nothing serious. A simple procedure. Oh, really?
Well, I guess if she recovered in 4 months, it couldn't have been too big a deal.
They said the operation cost $1 million. $1 million bucks? My grandfather ordered Don Tigre to pay. $1 million in compensation. Compensation, huh?
It's underworld lingo for paying money to settle a score.
How do you know that, Phoenix?
How do you think? I've been in the underworld, Maya. You don't know my past.
It's how I became Phoenix Fight.
How do you,
Phoenix fight!
yeah, how do you think I got ready for Marvel vs. Capcom?
No way, Nick!
Basically, pay or get into some serious trouble.
That train that Batman did in like the Dark Knight Rises, where he broke his back and climbed out of the hole.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I did the or in Batman Begins, where you train on the ice. It's breaking. But $1 million... Did you know? I looked up a lot of facts after watching that movie. Did you know that ice was actually, like, breaking while they were filming it?
Oh, damn.
Oh, wow. That's pretty cool.
It was making a lot of, like, scary noises. It was, like, the people were nervous filming on it.
Yeah.
But $1 million bucks. This has to be related to her poisoning case somehow. Compensation.
I wanted to believe him. I wanted to trust what Don Tigre said. He said it had nothing to do with my grandfather being Bruto Cadaverini. I wanted to believe he helped me because he cared about me, not about my grandfather.
Aw.
Cry.
But I knew that wasn't really true. Wow, I'm so sorry. Girl, we should go have drinks about it sometime. Maya, you can't drink.
Also, I would be worried about hanging out with this girl. Like,
Yeah.
yeah,
I'll be putting a lid on my drink, but
yeah.
what he did to get the money it was evil. He said it was all for me, so I helped him.
I feel like I kind of feel bad just because like being the daughter of or granddaughter of a crime boss, she will probably never have a normal relationship
Yeah.
with anyone. And I'm like, that's
This
sad.
also makes me think that like she might have been like maybe not all of the things she offered last time, but she might have been like, I made this tea special. I put I used premium grade tea leaves in it, and we were like, oh, she's fucking poisoning us.
How funny would it be if she just has like a menacing aura to her, but she's actually just a really nice person?
I mean,
Like,
Yeah.
I think she wants to be normal, probably, but
I feel like that makes her like a more interesting character. Just like that, she actually is trying to be a kind person. It's just that everybody's scared of her.
yeah.
Yeah. You helped him? In what way? Here, take these.
What are these? Medical papers?
I'm Bruto Cadaverini's granddaughter. He had to pay compensation. He was made an offer. He simply couldn't refuse.
That's
Ah,
a
father.
reference.
I'm very
Well,
glad that I made that joke at the beginning of stream for the
God,
Follow the
Fivity
rules.
Father.
I haven't seen The Godfather.
You haven't?
No.
Man, I've seen The Godfather.
Should I
ever
react to
see
it on my
that-
channel? Let me know.
You ever see that Family Guy clip where he like says he doesn't care about the Godfather?
No.
It's
I've never seen
it's
Family Guy.
It's just a very funny clip. He's like he just says like I don't care for the Godfather, and everybody gets really mad at him. He's like it insists upon itself.
My favorite is, and I'll have to find the post later to link it, but there's a post on Tumblr where it's like a joke about like, oh, like you go to kiss the Mafia Don's hand and like he's wearing one of those Halloween spider rings, and then somebody's like, I eat the spider ring, and somebody probably goes, you disrespect me. You come to my house, kiss my hand, and you eat my spooky spider ring? Vinny,
My glow
hit
in the
him
dark.
with the sticky hand. And it makes me laugh so hard every time.
It's really good.
The Dawn of Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah.
Don Corleone of Chuck E. Cheese. Chuck E. Cheese.
That's what I'm saying.
Wow, I feel so bad for Viola.
It's inexcusable.
Uh-huh.
I'm Phoenix pissed now. There are two things that I consider inexcusable. Poisoning and betrayal.
That's very like watching the
found-
poisoning does kind of make sense. Like that
There-
backstory.
There should be... Yeah, it does make sense with the backstory that he had at the beginning of this game, but like, you should widen the amount of things that you find inexcusable.
Yeah, true. Murder, not inexcusable. Like kidnapping, not inexcusable. But poisoning and betrayal.
Everybody in chat, ignore me. I copied the link on my phone, but it didn't paste onto my computer like it usually does.
Oh, okay.
So I just posted the link to stream again.
Wow. Click
Y'all
the
ever
link
want to open stream twice?
and like the stream. Only a coward would hurt people using either of these tactics.
Damn.
Is everything all right, Nick?
We should get going. Right after we finish our espresso.
Yeah.
I won't need to convince Viola of anything else, so I guess I can get rid of this. Repair bill thrown in the trash. Alright. What's
Is
left?
Armstrong back now? Like,
I'm not sure. I mean, we can check. I mean, it must not be done yet if we,
Man, We were saying that we
Okay, we got
could have
something.
finished it last time, and I was saying I kind of wish we did because we had the technical issues, but I don't know if we could have, actually. Like,
This
this...
is, yeah. Well, I said we had a third of the investigation. This is just a long investigation, that's all.
Yeah.
Alright, finally I got lines again. Oh, bonjour! I have been waiting for your return.
Mr. Armstrong.
Ah, good timing. I was hoping we'd find you here. We'd like to ask you a few questions. Oh boy. You got 2 people.
Oh, this is fun. Well, he ain't got anything to say to you fellas. Ah!
Ah! It's Jenny Hop!
Or you calling Sin E-R.
Ah!
Come out from under the table already, Maya.
No.
Okay. Hand it over.
What?
You wanna play games with me? I don't recommend that. A medical papers. Now!
Uh-oh. I think he wants Viola Cadaverini's papers back. You mean this? The $1 million medical papers? Miss Cadaverini trusted you. That's why she said that she helped you.
Forget about it. That girl's dumber than an eggplant.
What?
I think that you'll regret saying that about me pretty soon.
You wanna know what's sad? I'll tell you what's sad. And it ain't only a face. She thinks she got power, cause she's Bruto's little goy. That.
I can't let you have these papers. Tomorrow in court, I'm going to expose what you did to get the $1 million you used to pay this off.
You crazy or something? I don't care if you want to give it to me or not. There's 2 of us here. Got that? 2. Oui.
Mr. Armstrong!
Forgive me. Désolé. I cannot argue with him.
Ow!
Did you just punch us?
My
He is Armstrong.
nuts!
That's true.
Went straight for him. That really hurt.
That all you got? I'll be taking the papers now. Armstrong, get the lighter.
Huh? Wait.
Oh, don't take it too hard.
It's Phoenix Fight.
Not for long.
He's so mad.
I was so stupid. I shouldn't have let my guard down.
Should have backflipped him.
Those medical papers were vital. Evidence.
He died. Yeah.
Yeah.
3
Hey.
characters you get to voice in a single scene.
I love it. It's like making up Broadway times.
Detective Gumshoe.
Detective. You think you're gonna stop me, Topper? Whoa. Get out of here. Leave this guy to me.
Beat him
Yeah. Beat him up.
up. But
Go, pal. Take this. You get hurt? Who's gonna look after Maggie, huh?
all right. Thanks, Gumshoe.
Wait, Hick! Don't leave me behind.
I'm leaving you
Hi, Maya.
behind.
He
Maya
didn't
makes a
provide.
bad dash for the door.
I'll get even with this guy tomorrow in court. Tender Lender is going down in court.
You know, I like the way he was
Woo!
talking there. It's almost like Gumshoe was sacrificing himself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of funny. You do realize you can go to jail for assaulting a police officer, right?
All right. That took like an hour to.
That
to
took
get
a lot
through the rest
longer
of that.
than. Yeah, it took longer than expected because of the
Oh,
technical
well.
difficulties, and we're goofing. But
We will try to get through most of this, but again, I'm on a time
promises, yeah.
schedule, so if I have to
Yeah,
leave,
so
I'm thinking like around 3,
15?
yeah, around there.
let's just try to get through as much as we can right now.
Yeah.
And maybe we should try to like not goof as much, I guess.
No,
makes
I
sense.
can't stop the goofing.
No, you can do it, just not as much. That's all.
Treat it like a dub with bloopers.
But
True.
we were talking about maybe having like a kind of extra stream on Friday,
Yeah.
where if you guys were saying that the next case is not long, we could finish and do that one maybe.
I think
Maybe,
we
yeah.
could.
I mean, we've been pushing it, but I got plenty of time on Friday, so
We could start. We could even start early on Friday too.
Yeah.
I
So
get-
let's
I'll need to know my work schedule, but
yeah, let's for
That's
for
the
now.
plan
Let's
for now.
just let's get to it. you
yeah.
know?
Good morning, Mr. Wright. Good morning, Maggie. So, what do you think is going to happen today, sir? Let's find it again. There it is. Yesterday's session didn't go so well and ended in a giant mystery.
That's true. We still haven't solved a single part of it yet.
Are you okay, Nick?
I got hit really hard in the nuts yesterday.
Sure.
Huh? Oh, yeah, of course.
I saw it! That little flash of doubt in your eyes!
No, that wasn't doubt. That was, determination. You ever play Undertale?
Undertale. That's what I
I
was
was
like
about
too. Undertale. We're all the same brain cell.
It was just a save point flashing in my eyes.
Yes. True.
Why don't I believe you? It's nearly time, Maggie. You better get going to the defendant seat. Roger, don't let me down, Mr. Wright. I'm counting on you.
Me too.
Hey, pal.
Hey, Detective Gumshoe.
Quit stressing Maggie out. She doesn't need that.
How did you know she was stressed?
I was watching through the doorway.
I was too shy to come say hi.
I could smell
Yeah.
the cortisol levels rising. Huh? Oh.
You look like you lost the case already. Show a bit of confidence, why don't you, pal? Here, maybe this'll help.
Thank you.
Uh-huh.
Drink this
Have you
mysterious
taken up a-
liquid.
Have you taken up aromatherapy too?
I still think that, like, I remember saying this last time. I thought that this was, like, sleeping. Some sort of, like, sleeping medicine
Yeah.
that was given to
You're about to find out.
Maggie. And
Yeah.
that's why she passed out, and then everything else happened.
It makes
That's the
sense.
discrepancy.
Gone a million years, pal. Don't tell me you don't remember this thing.
Just tell me I'm right. I see the whole case right now. Come to think of it, that doesn't look like one of the aromatherapy bottles.
This is a small bottle that turned up in Travian's kitchen a few days ago.
What did it contain?
Wow, look at all these little bottles.
An actually good flashback. That wasn't 5 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Oh, they're
Sure.
aromatherapy oils. He's got so many. They're overflowing onto the floor.
Hey, wait a minute. There's one bottle that's different from all the others.
Well, what do you know? It doesn't have a label either.
And it doesn't smell.
We finally got the analysis results
Sorry.
back from the lab.
I'm sorry, Essie. Where was the sniff?
Eh.
Thank you.
Yes.
So, what is it? Is it the poison? It's funny, I've been stuffy all day, and the one time, like, you need me to sniff for the mic, I'm not stuffy.
Yeah. Afraid not, pal. It's medication.
Oh yeah, there's also the missing medication.
Yeah.
Medication?
Yeah, for ears. Topical use only.
You kept this from us for ears. You mean?
Yeah, it's the medication Glenn Elk was using for his ruptured eardrum.
What was Glenn Elg's ear medication doing in the kitchen? We'll never know. What about the unidentified fingerprints? Anything on that?
Someone screwed up, so they only had time to analyze the contents of the bottle.
Is that someone you?
He's not in forensics.
We might have gotten something on the prints, but...
Dang. We don't know anyone in forensics yet.
Yeah, she's still studying.
Yeah.
Still studying.
Scientifically speaking.
That's going to weaken its impact as a piece of evidence.
Okay, pal. This is it.
Yeah.
Make sure your defense is impregnable today. Got it?
Oh, don't worry. It will not get pregnant. The defense will not get pregnant today.
I feel like I have a very immature mind because I've heard that word used for defense plenty of times, and I still the same reaction to it every time.
I mean,
Funny.
it's funny.
It is funny.
It's funny.
I was gonna say, not to call you out, yes, but your Emma Sky voice is kind of similar to your Maggie Bird voice.
It's gonna be less similar the further into the games we get as she gets older.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's true.
hopefully they're not in a case together.
I don't think they ever
won't
have
be,
any
no.
interactions together, so it doesn't really
Yeah, they
matter.
won't. No, and besides, like, that was just I was grabbing a random line. Like, if I were actually doing Emma, I promise, like, I put more thought into it.
Yeah.
I just feel like,
I'm glad I'm glad we finally get to the trial today because now my coffee isn't meaningless.
Yay!
I have Dr. Pepper, not
Hope
coffee.
you all have coffee in chat.
Or Dr. Pepper.
Or Dr.
It's
Pepper.
Dr. Pepper delicious.
Ah,
Please go to sleep. 2 a.m.
Yeah.
is so late. Thank you for joining, though.
I was up late last night. I was watching YouTuber PM7 was doing his live stream. Yeah. Have a good night.
I was also up late last night. I was playing the Yakuza game.
I actually went to bed at a pretty decent time.
Yeah.
But there's this Pokemon YouTuber, PM7. He does these like 24 hours to catch every shiny in a generation of Pokemon,
Oh, that's interesting.
and he gets a bunch of other YouTubers in on it. So he's got like maybe like
Oh, that's kind of cool.
yeah, they're really fun events, and
Yeah.
he was 1 away when I was going to sleep, but it was 3 a.m. and I'm like, I can't.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
The last Pokemon that they needed was Dialga,
Ah.
and it was just resetting constantly for that. Anyway, court is now in session for the trial of Maggie Bird. But I think they completed it. They failed for Gen 1 and 2, but Gen 3 and 4,
Yeah.
I think they've succeeded. The defense is ready, Your Honor.
First cup.
Alright, coffee count. Let me get my sticky notes. I am counting.
Yeah, so we got one.
Ready and waiting is always here.
Not only am I ready, but I'm waiting.
Very good. Then we'll get underway at once. Yesterday we heard the testimony of Mr. Victor Kudo. He claims to have witnessed the defendant putting a powder into the victim's coffee. However, the witness's testimony was plagued with a number of problems.
Mark on the rim of the cup shows the victim drank from it with his right hand. According to the old man's testimony, he picked it up with his left hand.
I would let you do the judge, Jesse, but I haven't gotten a lot of lines today.
You're fine.
And you have.
Yeah. Plus we won't have the problem this time where Dan is doing like Phoenix and the witness because Victor Kudo is not coming back today.
Yeah,
Yay.
you are absolutely fine.
That voice
Yeah.
hurt my throat.
Thank
Okay.
you, Mr. Godot. Furthermore, according to the witness's account, the victim was listening to the radio with an earpiece in his left ear. Yet the victim's left eardrum was ruptured, which made him effectively deaf in that ear.
It's amazing how many contradictions a single case can have, huh, Nick?
Huh. Allow me to enlighten you, Your Honor. World, you see, turning, and we must turn with it.
You've lost me already, Mr. Godot. Shut the fuck up.
Don't let the mysteries of yesterday mystify you today.
Oh, I get it now.
Only losers think like that. Looks right at Phoenix.
Yeah.
You've got time to change with the times. That's one of my rules.
Are you implying that you've resolved these contradictions? You know the answers to these riddles?
The old guy wasn't just throwing seeds in here, throwing us off his thoughts.
How would that be the case? Unlike with Francisca, we never see him investigating.
Yeah.
He's more mysterious.
Did he show up last
He
stream?
showed up once. Yeah.
Yeah, he
But-
did. And today, I'll prove it.
Very well. Let the first witness take the stand.
Yay! And you are?
Who the hell are you?
Oh, bonjour, everyone.
Oh boy.
I am Jean Armstrong, owner and head chef of La Très Bien Restaurant. Enchanté.
Man is caked up.
Forgive me for asking, witness, but are you a woman?
You can't just ask if someone's a woman.
Oh la la, monsieur. As you can see, I am la père and Becky gentleman, no? On the day of the incident, you were in Très Bien kitchen, right?
We're just gonna skip past those lines.
Yeah. Isn't that right? Monsieur, monsieur. Everything feels right.
Well, you know, this is completely valid.
Yeah.
It's just
Ew.
Godot is handsome. But that's number 2.
Awesome.
Is someone writing it? Did you
I'm
see
writing
that?
it. I have a sticky
Okay.
note.
Good.
Yeah, it's the second one. Yeah.
Wow, he's totally unfazed. Doesn't anything intimidate this guy? He's just secure.
He's very
Good.
secure.
Very well. Your testimony, please, witness. Please tell the court what happened that day at Très Bien.
Oui, volontiers.
At Tress Bean.
Press bien.
Tresbian. We made that joke last time.
Yeah, we did. When it all happened, there were 2 customers at my restaurant. I remember I was experimenting with the new articles that day. Like having a large mirror between the tables, for example. Oui, perhaps that is what the old man was looking at. The cup, the earpiece, and the glasses. He would have seen everything in reverse, no?
Interesting.
It's an interesting theory.
Mirror?
Oui, un grand mirror. The most enormous mirror. And suddenly, the mystery disappears. Like I said, the world keeps turning, so roll with it.
That would explain the coffee cup and the earpiece conundrum. The mirror would have made everything appear back to front.
What the heck? This is way too early in the morning for this to be happening to me.
I haven't had my coffee yet.
Now then, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. your frivolous, foolish cross-examination.
Alright.
Just,
I'm gonna press this.
yeah.
And who were the two customers exactly?
Miracles, a young man who died. And not so young.
You're referring to yesterday's witness, I presume.
What about the other man Maggie said you saw at the table? Something tells me Mr. Armstrong isn't planning to disclose his existence.
We need some hard evidence first before we can bring him up, don't we?
Yeah.
No.
I guess I'll just have to try a different approach for the time being. How big of a mirror are we talking about here?
Something about 4 meters wide and we about 2 meters high.
Let's see, if 1 meter is about... What?
I
That
would
didn't
use
come
like
through very
French.
clearly.
I was saying I would use like French numbers when he's saying numbers, but I don't remember my French numbers very well.
Hmm.
Trois? Un, deux, trois?
No, I know un, deux, trois. I don't remember anything past un, deux, trois.
That's like one of the few things I can do in French.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let me convert this into dirty freedom units. Holy glass in a frame, that's huge!
I was intended to install it on the ceiling eventually.
Where'd it go? The ceiling? Is there a mirror on the ceiling? I don't remember.
No, but I decided not to go through with that incident.
What should I do? Should I ask him more about the mirror or not?
Yes.
Yeah.
I want to know where the mirror was. Like, where was it?
If you really had such a large mirror at the restaurant, someone would have noticed it. But there's nothing about a mirror in Mr. Kudo or Maggie Bird's testimony.
It's true.
Objection!
You didn't ask, Trite. You've only yourself to blame for such sloppy work.
What?
A mirror was delivered to Trey Bien the day before the incident.
Really?
As Mr. Armstrong testified, he was carrying out some design changes. And as it turned out, he didn't actually use the mirror in the end.
This just doesn't add up. Even if a mirror was delivered to Trebien, it doesn't prove that it was in the restaurant on the day of the crime.
True.
Yeah.
Huh. You want to doubt someone, Trite? Look in the mirror.
Damn.
I'm sure the person looking back at you will be dubious enough.
God damn.
So the witness yesterday had seen the victim reflected in a mirror.
I'm being roasted out here.
What is the because we got like his testimony as evidence, don't we? Does it say anything about a mirror?
This? Where is it?
No, it's Victor Kudo's it's the card. Go back.
God, I'm crying inside.
Yeah. When the incident occurred, I broke the vase of my seat.
No, it's just
No, that doesn't. Yeah, that doesn't help. That doesn't help right now. Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest,
Really?
since it is going slow, I don't care about getting answers from a walkthrough for a little
Yeah.
bit. If we
Yeah,
take
okay.
too long, just
Well, I
got you.
can't offer that right now. So.
Yeah, I got you.
wait, perhaps that's what the old man was looking.
Yesy job.
Look up the earpiece. Everything would have been in reverse. I'm gonna press this, and then
Yeah, press that one.
everything. He would have seen everything in reverse.
We.
Hey, Nick, we should take a second to think about what old Sadie said in his testimony.
How did he phrase it again? Oh God. The boy was wearing an earpiece on the same side as the green lens of his specs. No question. You can lock me up if I'm wrong. I was his left ear without a doubt. And then he used the same hand to pick up the cup in his left hand.
If he saw everything he described reflected in a mirror, then everything he said he saw on the left was actually on the right, huh?
That clears up all the problems with his testimony, I guess. Or does it?
Huh.
It's kind of hard to believe everything's the fault of a mirror, but...
Do you think old CD saw everything through a reflection?
If he did, it would explain all the contradiction in his testimonies.
But that just makes the situation worse for Maggie. There's gotta be something in that old man's testimony. We've just gotta dig deeper.
Okay.
Alright, what do you got, Jesse?
Let me scroll down a bit more. Glenn L's profile, statement 5.
Oh.
Yeah, the last statement then.
Like with the mirror.
Look up the reason the glass would have What is profile then?
Wore it over his left eye. Left ear. Yeah. So they were saying
Try
then
that.
they would have... He would have been actually on the right,
Yeah.
but it was on the left.
Yeah.
The coffee cup, the earpiece, and the HMD. Let's think back over Mr. Kudo's testimony for a second, shall we? The boy was wearing the earpiece on the same side as the green lens of his specs. No question. Come on, yeah, I said this. Please. So to summarize...
They're really aggressive with the flashlight.
Yeah. We were told both the HMD and the earpiece were on the victim's left side. Now, if Mr. Kudo saw all that as a reflection in a mirror, it means both the HMD and the earpiece were actually on the victim's right side.
Them all, you monsieur. Now that you think about it, it is not so, no?
Unfortunately, that's where we run into a monumental contradiction with the facts. If Mr. Kudo really did see everything in a mirror, why is it that the HMD is now on the wrong side of his head?
Order, order. Mr. Wright is correct. If the witness genuinely observed the victim reflected in a mirror, then we would expect the victim's eyepiece to have been over his right eye.
Objection!
3.
3. Oh, bitter.
Right. You should have a taste of this bitterness. It'll calm you down in no time.
Are we talking about your coffee or something completely different? Are we talking about your dick?
There was
You don't
a
understand
blooper.
the way the witness thinks.
Yeah.
There was a blooper where it's like something about like something being the taste of something being dark and bitter, and Eric Vale just goes, "Can you please stop talking about your balls?"
Yeah. I was just making the joke. Like, you're talking about your dick, aren't you?
Yeah.
I know it.
I was just trying to validate.
Yeah.
How he thinks.
You remember this, I presume.
The I broke the vase, sorry apology. I mean, Kudo's sworn testimony.
Exactly. The old man has a very grievous habit, other than throwing seeds. The more of an impression something makes, the more muddled his mind makes it. And what's the most striking thing about Mr. L?
Clearly, it's the victim's eyepiece.
And that's my point. The old man strikes again. Mr. Elg's HMD made a big impression on the old man.
4?
Or
Wow.
He's really
pounding
him
it down.
Sorry, that was great.
I saw the earpiece and those newfangled spectacles he was wearing. Oh yes, they were both on his left ear. Do you hear me? His left ear. Huh. Well, Trent.
Ugh. That's the worst, but best impression of Kudo ever.
Is it? I was not trying.
Yeah, you were not doing an impression at all.
Yeah.
Wow.
Do an
Really
impression of
thought
me
here-
talking like this, right now.
Yeah.
Wow, I really thought he was old Seedy for a minute there. Godot's good.
Enough. I must agree that yesterday's witness was irresponsibly rash in much of his testimony.
Bad luck, Nick. Looks like the boil of a contradiction you found is just a rash.
Okay.
Mirror can't be beaten by a handful of seeds, nor can it lie. So, what exactly was the old man looking at? Fill us in, Mr. Armstrong. Go on, tell the court. We're all ears.
Oui, I can explain. Please, if you will look at la plans of le restaurant.
The mirror.
Hello, if everyone sitting comfortable. La mirror, it was in the middle of the restaurant, dividing the two halves. There is only one seat from which you could have seen an image of la victim. That was la seat at the table next to la victims. That is where the old man was sitting. After the terrible incident occurred, I moved la mirror so it was not in the way. But naturally, I did not touch anything else.
I see no problem with the explanation we have just heard. From the table next to the victims, Mr. Kudo could have seen the victim in the mirror.
What a naughty little coquette I am. Confusing
I love it.
Relatable.
Don't worry about it.
It's especially funny now that like coquette aesthetic is like a big thing.
I like how none of this is bothering Godot like even a little bit. It's just he's completely unfazed. I kind of like that. Like
Yeah.
We can keep up except for the guy breaking out in a cold sweat over there again.
He's kind of breaking my podcast dude that I've casted him as.
he's a lot more cool than your typical podcast dude.
Now I'm kind of like, maybe I would listen to a podcast with this guy. Shit.
Yeah.
I hate that guy.
You said you didn't touch anything else apart from the mirror. Are you quite sure about that?
Can we look at the court record real quick?
Yeah,
Just
what do you look at?
There's like a picture after the incident, right? We have that?
Crime photo. This one?
I think I already see the contradiction.
Oh.
You-
Yeah, if he broke the
you see it?
vase. Yeah.
Why is the face not broken? He
Why
said he
is-
didn't touch anything, so that should be the I'm pretty sure it's a contradiction. We'll just have to use that. So
Yeah.
let's go.
Volontiers, of course.
Very well, Mr. Wright. Your cross-examination, if you please.
Whenever he says "of course," I'm just gonna say Beyonce because that's basically what it means.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I think we let's find the line and use the crime photo. Is either the crime photo or Kudo's testimony? Yeah, he said it should be the last one where he said he didn't touch anything. I think. That's got to be it. It's got to be that.
Walkthrough? What does the walkthrough say? Is that right?
I'll double
I'll
check.
just check.
Yes.
Because it's got to be that. I'm just pretty sure. We can always check. So.
So
use the crime
photo, third statement. Yep.
Third statement?
Third statement?
Third
Okay,
statement.
third statement.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I thought it was. I personally thought it was going to be more something about the table then. Crime.
Yeah.
What we got.
There
That
we
was a
go.
good deduction, Duncan. Good dunkduction.
Dunk duck.
Hooray. The dunction.
Deduction.
There we go.
There we go.
We got there eventually.
This
Yep.
piece of evidence Man,
Contradunks.
I'm sad we don't have
Dunks.
contradunk. I'm sad we don't have viewers for this, but I'm gonna say this next stream, so it's.
Yeah.
This piece of evidence contradunks with the evidence we have heard, Your Honor.
The crime photo?
Yes, this photo clearly shows something that theoretically should not exist.
What on earth do you mean by that, Mr. Wright?
Could not exist. Sounds like you're describing yourself, trike.
Alright, can we just... chill?
He's just, just types KYS in the chat.
Yeah.
He's-
Phoenix just cries.
You ever seen the WhatsApp meme where it's like everybody gets messages from a bunch of people?
Yeah.
Yeah, for Godot, he sends KYS.
Yeah.
Now then, if the defense would please clarify its statement. What is the something that should not exist in the photo?
I think it's pretty obvious that this is what should not be in the picture.
The vase? What possible connection does this have to do with the witness's testimony?
Your Honor, Jesus, relax. I'm telling you that there should have been no vase on this table. Because it very clearly contradicts with this piece of evidence.
There we go.
There is one thing that was clearly demonstrated by yesterday's testimony. Mr. Kudo broke the vase that was on the table where he was sitting. And yet, as the court can see, there's an unbroken vase on the table next to the victim. Why? Because Mr. Kudo was not, in fact, sitting at the table next to the victim at all!
Objection!
I don't know why I got fancy with that one.
Don't be an idiot, trike. That's impossible. That seat's the only one Kudo could have seen the victim's reflection from.
Exactly. There's only one conclusion we can draw from this contradiction. There was no mirror in Trebian that day. Your testimony, Mr. Armstrong, is an elaborate lie.
Objection!
You're spilling your coffee.
Don't try to confuse the court, trike. Obviously, the witness cleaned up the face, while the police were taking their time getting to the crime scene. It's not true. Nope.
He said he didn't touch anything. Unfortunately, Mr. Godot, that doesn't quite work for me. Mr. Armstrong already testified to the contrary in his own words. I did not touch anything. He does an impression. And Godot's like, damn, that was a good impression.
Yep, just good impressions back and forth.
Did not touch anything except the mirror.
That's how they finally get respect for one another.
How does he yell while drinking coffee?
He is very, very good at this.
Yeah, he would be a very good ventriloquist.
Yes, very true.
But that brings up bad memories. Repressing?
Yeah.
Repressing?
We
Yeah,
don't
I
talk
was
about
like,
ventrilo.
damn, what trauma do you have? And then I was like, oh yeah, we all have the same one.
Yes.
Well, witness,
We blocked it out of our memories.
what do you have to say for yourself?
I was right. There was no mirror in the restaurant that day.
In light of this revelation, return back to the original problem. Why did the victim have an earpiece in an ear which he could not hear?
Huh. You only get one shot in life. No turning back. You want to claim that the mirror wasn't there, Trent. This problem is all. How do you explain what the old man saw?
If I can answer this, then I'll be that much closer to the truth. I can feel it.
Are you going to be okay? Can you really solve this contradiction, Nick?
No. There's more than just this one contradiction, Maya.
What do you mean?
Remember what Maggie told us. There was another man at the victim's table. And there was a sample CD on the victim's table. It all flies in the face of Mr. Kudo's testimony. And I think I know the reason. Why nothing in this case is adding up. Oh. I don't.
You're gonna find out. It's gonna be a doozy, Dan. I'm gonna tell you that much, huh?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Quite a doozy.
Well, Mr. Wright, let's hear your answer.
Yes, Your Honor. I mean, one thing that's been bothering me the entire case has been the time discrepancy.
Yeah.
I'm just
Definitely
like,
hold on to that doubt, Dan. It'll be useful for you.
I've kind of been feeling like maybe Occam's razor, like one of the first things I thought of about this case is that these incidents took place at different times. Like when he was given the coffee to when he died, maybe it was like quite delayed, but like we were talking about how the poison would have been pretty instant, but maybe it took a while to drink it. I don't know.
We'll see.
The reason behind all the contradiction in Mr. Kudo's testimony is simple. Mr. Kudo made a mistake. The ear doctor made a mistake. The victim was a phony.
What do you think would be the craziest answer to this, Dan?
The victim was a phony.
So what do you think is the correct answer?
The victim was a phony.
Pretty insane.
This case is riddled with contradictions. Yet there is one very simple answer that clears them all up.
And what is that?
The incident Mr. Kudo witnessed and the incident the victim experienced were two completely different events. Yeah, that's what I've thought. Just like that they're different events at different times.
What?
Yes, the victim that Mr. Kudo saw wasn't Mr. Glenn Elg at all. It was an imposter among us pretending to be Mr. Elg. Obviously, unlike the victim, there was nothing wrong with the imposter's left eardrum. That's how he ended up wearing the earpiece in his left ear by mistake. 5?
5? Yeah.
I love those moments where it's just like, I got something smart to say. No, I don't. Spit take.
Yep.
Order!
Fair.
Order in the court. Settle down, or I'll clear the courtroom.
Why, Grams? Why don't you clear out of here, huh?
Damn.
What did you say?
Right.
I will
You
spank you.
saying that what Mr. Kudo saw was a setup?
Yes. Someone pretended to be Glenn Elg and acted out the whole coffee poisoning. All for the express purpose of creating a witness out of one Mr. Victor Kudo.
Get real, trite. Why would anyone do that?
Isn't it obvious? The thing Mr. Kudo was most insistent about in his testimony was, the serving girl brought him a Javachino, but she put something in it. That's the serving girl right there in the defendant's chair. I remember her well.
It's so hard to believe, but...
There was one and only one reason to show Mr. Kudo this fake poisoning. To show Maggie Bird in the act of poisoning the coffee.
You insinuating that the waitress in the old man's story was fake as well? It's true, there were no other customers in the restaurant at the time. It's also true that the chef was there. He would have noticed what was happening.
The chef is in on it.
Just look at him, he's like so guilty. Like,
That's right. Well, witness, if your restaurant really was the scene of such theatrics, you would have known about it, correct?
oh la la, this is most difficult for me.
No, it's quite simple. All you have to do is testify. You are under oath, after all. Was there, in fact, a phony at Trebian that day? The defense demands that Mr. Armstrong tell the whole truth about what happened.
The defense's request for additional testimony is accepted. You will accurately explain in detail the events in the restaurant that day.
Wait.
Whee!
Whee!
I like where does he keep getting all these flowers? I kind of like it.
He grows them.
La victim, Monsieur Elg, he came to my restaurant alone.
I remember the old man arrived not long after him.
There were no other customers. When he got word he won the lottery, Monsieur L became very excited. It was approximately 5 minutes later that the poisoning incident occurred.
Doesn't make sense with the time.
No, there was no time for the phony to do the acting.
We're gonna need to press some of these lines to get like more time, like
Yeah.
to know what time this happened.
Because I remember 1:30 for 10 minutes is when they say they announce the things, and
Yeah.
the police were called at 2:30 or something. It's like
Yeah,
Yeah.
so the time's not adding up. But I think we need to press a line or two to like get it. Yeah.
5 minutes. Just so we're clear.
Just so we're clear. Sorry, there was no mirror in the restaurant after all?
Je vous demande pardon. Forgive me, Your Honor. I lied because I wanted this mess to be cleared up quickly.
You lied under oath. Take him away.
That's not a good excuse. Like,
What you have just done is commit perjury, Mr. Armstrong. I'll decide how to punish you later.
Wow. This is the first
someone's
time
actually
that's ever
getting
happened.
punished. Jesus Christ!
I
finally.
know.
Like, seriously.
For now, we will hear your cross-examination, Mr. Wright. If you please.
He took that perjury charge a bit too well. But I'm guessing he'll be in more serious trouble after this cross-examination.
Yeah, every time you testify, they tell you to say the whole truth, the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So,
Yep.
yeah. All right.
Remember, not long after. Customers. Yeah, I mean, this is the one that mentions specific time, so...
Yeah.
And what were you doing at that point? Without any customers, you must have had time to kill.
I am a multi-talented woman, monsieur.
Sorry? What do you mean?
There is le renowned chef John Armstrong and the tragic poet Clarice Armstrong.
Aw, pen name.
Clarice?
Oui, I was writing a book. An angry tale of a chef in $1 million debt. Cooking for a man who won $500,000 on the lottery. It is called Pourquoi? It is why. Perhaps I could recite it for the court?
Please don't.
No.
Okay, we got nothing out of that.
Yeah, I'll just keep pressing.
You mean you contacted the police as soon as the incident occurred?
I asked the old man to call the phone. The payphone.
By your own arguments, right? The purpose of this phony victim's performance was that the old man would see it. In other words, once the incident occurred, this opportunity completely disappeared.
Indeed.
Pion, it seems the shadow of doubt has been lifted, is it not?
I guess Mr. Armstrong is connected to this case, huh?
Absolutely. Someone was impersonating Mr. Elg, and I refuse to believe he was oblivious. He was there the whole time, after all.
But if you're right, wouldn't Maggie have noticed too?
She fell unconscious when the incident occurred, remember?
Oh, you mean that's when the phony staged that?
We'll know for sure once I find a hole in this testimony. So, is what we're saying is the poisoning happened, Maggie passed out, and then they recreated it later to have a witness? Or
Yeah,
tried
that's
to recreate it the
basically-
best?
I think that's basically what we're trying to prove, I think.
Okay.
Yeah. So maybe we have to like ask him, like, is he saying like when they entered the restaurant? Maybe we should ask him about that. Like, do you know when they entered the restaurant?
By old man, you mean Victor Kudo, correct?
Oui, he comes often for my...
Yeah, that's not why it does.
I drank your coffee once, Mr. Armstrong. It's special. I'll give you that. It's worth a sip just for the experience.
Oh, you make me so happy, monsieur. You are most welcome any time.
I said it was worth one sip. Nothing more.
So, old Mr. Kudo arrived at the restaurant around the same time as the victim. Maybe I should have asked about his arrival in more detail. Yes! What time was it?
What time was it? Ask that.
Out of curiosity, about what time was it when Mr. Kudo arrived?
Oh no, I cannot remember, monsieur.
Will you remember
What?
if I threaten you?
Phoenix fight.
I believe we were told by a witness yesterday.
Crime was reported at 2:25 p.m. by a kind of scary old man, sir.
Does that perhaps jog your memory, witness?
The incident happened about 20 minutes after he arrived. So the victim must have arrived between 2 p.m. and 2:10 p.m., no? That's what we need. Perfect.
Yep. Just after 2, huh?
Thank you for your help in jogging my memory, monsieur. You are wonderful.
I can't sit here all the time and do nothing now, can I?
Alright.
Yikes, getting compliment.
Yeah.
The time of day will be added to the witness's testimony.
We got him.
Me, monsieur judge. Everything I do it for you.
Merci bien. That's French, isn't it? Ah! No.
I'm glad at least one person is in a good mood. Your brother's from Canada. He should know French.
Yes.
How funny would it be if his brother was French Canadian?
Yes,
He's even humming a song to himself.
that's your one
Alright,
line
we
for
should
10
be
minutes.
able to present it now.
Yeah. Present. Do we go all out?
It's the flyer for the lottery. Isn't it?
Yeah, the lottery.
Yeah, that's it. There we go. Got it.
I'm so hyped. I've been thinking about this for like 3 streams at this point.
Yep.
I'm afraid I finally got you, Mr. Armstrong.
What? Oh, what do you mean?
At the time in question, the victim was listening to the radio with his earpiece. The show he was listening to was Millionaire Radio. Each week, they announced the winning numbers on the $500,000 lottery ticket.
See? That must be La Show Monsieur Eric was listening to.
I can't see any problem with this testimony, Mr. Wright.
I wonder. You say, the victim arrived at your restaurant after 2 p.m., correct? Duncan?
Oui, oui. I am sure of it. I remember it perfectly now. I know it was that time because I had just finished serving the lunch menu. Get to the point, Shrike. If you have one.
That show is broadcast live at 1:30 p.m., and it claims to be the most thrilling 10 minutes of your life.
It's on the air at 1:30? 1:30.
Now, supposedly the victim made some noise when it was announced that he had won. And yet, I don't believe his cry of joy could have occurred after 2 p.m. Because the show had already finished more than 30 minutes earlier by that point in time.
Oh,
This victim we've been told about has done nothing but the impossible. Listening to the radio with a ruptured eardrum, catching a show that was already over, there is only one conclusion you can draw from these facts. The victim was an imposter, among us out at the, just like any A word. Acting out the poisoning 30 minutes after the real murder.
The victim wasn't a bogus.
Yes, there were 2 Glen Elgs in Trebienne that day. The real Glen Elg, now dead, having been poisoned by the real killer. and the phony Glen Elk acting out the events for Mr. Kudo to witness.
It certainly seems that way. I mean, if that wasn't the case, how could you explain the time discrepancy?
Thank you!
What a performance, Trite. You were almost on a roll.
I am on a roll! Fuck you.
Sadly, you lack the rock-hard foundation of rhythm to build your song.
How dare you? I got them rhythm and the rhyme. What is this, Music Theory 101?
Let's recap. According to your imaginative theory,
Let's
now
recap.
just after 2 p.m. Phony Elg is performing a play to the benefit of Mr. Kudo. How do you explain, then, where the real Glen Elg is?
I don't believe I have to spell this out for the court. However, at that time, the real Glen Elg was already dead.
That's certainly the obvious conclusion.
Thank you, Trite. That's exactly what I was hoping you would say.
What?
Now, I presume you can prove this theory of yours? Could you explain where the missing corpse went to?
The missing corpse?
According to the old man's testimony, there's only one other customer there. That customer was the phony Glen Elg. Then where did the killer hide the body of the real victim?
Ugh.
The prosecution has a valid point, Mr. Wright.
It is fair, but like, I mean,
Wouldn't it have been real? It would have been just really easy to hide in like the kitchen.
yeah,
you know?
just put it in the kitchen and then swap it out.
Because like by this point it seems very obvious that Armstrong was in on this. Huh? So, you know.
If your theory is to stand up to the examination by the court, you must provide us with proof by answering the prosecution's question. Where did the killer hide the body?
Yes, Your Honor.
No conjecture, Trite. Let's hear some facts for once.
I don't got any, actually.
Show the court a piece of evidence that proves where the body was hidden.
Evidence? What's that?
Oh, what's the intense pressure in here all of a sudden?
I thought I had him with that contradiction. But he's turned it all around, backed me into a corner instead.
Well, Mr. Wright, the court will now hear the defense's theory and evidence. First, where was the body of the real Mr. L concealed?
Inside,
It had to be
Trip.
inside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would have been too dangerous to take the body outside. Obviously, the body must have been hidden somewhere inside Trebian.
Interesting. But where could a body have been hidden inside a restaurant?
Where oh where?
Perhaps you would care to show the court on these plans, Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor. Exact location where the body was hidden is concealed in the kitchen! The body was hidden here, hopefully.
I see.
Nice supposition. But the real question is, can you back it up? Where's the evidence that proves the body was hidden in that location?
Maybe the ear medicine?
I'm just stuck on Godot. It's all like,
Phoenix Wright, you must prove to the court that you have what it takes to back it up.
you can back that ass up.
God.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm guessing it would be the ear medicine, right?
ear medicine.
Because that was found in the kitchen, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense.
It's got to be that, huh?
Do
Fell
you
out
want
of
me
his
to check?
pocket in there.
Do you all want me to check?
Yeah, just do it for now. And if that doesn't work, Yessie will find the answer anyway. So
Yeah.
just pretend it for now.
Good.
Yeah.
All right.
I think I was right. Yep.
Mr. Armstrong, do you recognize this bottle?
No, 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 no. I have never seen such ugly bottle before in my life. I only use the very best bottles, monsieur. The highest quality, only for me.
Okay.
Where was that bottle found, Mr. Wright?
Interestingly enough, Your Honor, it was found in the kitchen of Trebian.
What? But I only ever use these bottles for my aromatherapy bottles.
But this bottle doesn't contain aromatherapy oil, Mr. Armstrong. No, it contains a medication.
What kind of medication? Can I have it?
I'm sure everyone remembers, don't they? That Mr. Elg visited a clinic.
Also
and was-
laryngological.
I don't know. He visited an eyes, nose, ear, and throat doctor. Jesus. Let's just say that. And was given medication that day. 6.
You can't be serious.
The defense had the contents of the bottle analyzed, and I have the lab results here. The contents of the bottle matched the prescription that was given to Mr. Elg. Glenn Elg's murderer hid the body in the restaurant kitchen, at which time this bottle fell out of the victim's pocket. Mr. Armstrong, when the incident occurred, didn't you say you were in the kitchen? Yes, you know what I'm about to say. It was you who hid the victim's body. You did a fine job pretending to defend my client, Maggie Bird, however. You were setting her up to take the fall behind the poor girl's back.
Oh,
Yeah. Unfortunately, kind of an asshole.
He's not looking very innocent here.
Order, order. This is an extraordinary development. Witness, did you murder Mr. Glenn Elg?
never. I could not do such an horrible thing.
I just assisted. Oh god, why is Godot screaming?
No.
God damn.
Oh, he finished the 6-cup fast. Oh.
Every time I get lied to, I always down a mug of
Okay.
That's one of my rules.
Okay. Do you have the slightest idea how many cups you've had by now? 6.
Then I like to do the same to the person who lied to me. I like to take them down with my empty cup. Listen up, chef. I don't let a brand new flavor in your ear. My H deficient friend. Oh, I get it.
Okay.
Shoot the man, Pop. Please, you must hear me out. It is a trap. Listen to me, por favor.
Yo hablo español. Yeah, I was just thinking this.
Yo hablo español, Mr. Armstrong, and por favor is Spanish.
I'm only going to ask you once. Can you do it?
No, absolutely not. I simply,
Let's hear it. You've got one shot, right, Grams?
Witness, the court will permit you the chance to make one final statement. If you lie under oath again, Mr. Godot's coffee mug awaits you. As does my gavel.
Oof.
And my axe.
it is clear.
What did they say in the movies? I've got a bad feeling about this. Ah!
Star Wars.
That's a Star Wars reference. Best case.
Very well. Begin your final testimony, Mr. Armstrong.
The confession. Confession.
It is true. I hid the body in the kitchen. A man forced me to do it. I had no choice. I had to go along with him because there was a reason why I could not refuse. But I did not kill him. I swear it. You must believe me.
You were forced? By who?
I cannot say. Oh, I will be erased.
Let's try a different question then. When Mr. Elk died, was he really the only person at his table?
There was.
Say it! Say it!
There was another man.
Oh, fuck!
It's me.
Waiting for that the entire time. I knew it! Maggie is all like, let's go! I'm not crazy!
Yeah, she's doing a little dance, huh?
Maggie was telling the truth.
You may cross-examine the witness now, Mr. Wright.
There's just one more thing I need to do. I gotta break this guy and get him to tell us the name of the real killer. I think I know the statement. And the evidence.
Yeah, and then we're done. Like,
Go for
there's
it.
gonna be a recess, but we're done like the first bit of the trial.
Yeah. That's already in the kitchen. Man forced me to do it. There's a reason I could not refuse. What is the
We know.
reason? The loan!
Alone. Ah!
Speed run. We love it. You have $500,000 debt, don't you?
$500,000? Is this true, Mr. Armstrong?
Oui, je suis désolé. I was weak and I borrowed the money.
This is Mr. Armstrong's Achilles heel. And that's why you couldn't refuse anything asked of you by this man. Sorry, not you. This man! A $500,000 loan from a black market loan shark. And you had no way of paying it back, did you? That's why you were forced to do anything this man told you.
Oui, it is as you say.
Mr. Armstrong?
The tiger. He told me he was going to use my restaurant for a business rendezvous. On the day in question, he was meeting the victim on demand that he repay his loan. I don't know why it happened like that. I just did what he told me to do. I had no choice. I carried the body and the inconscient Maggie out of the dining area and into the kitchen. After that, I just tried to forget what I had seen.
I think we can now safely say that the man who forced your hand was Mr. Furio Tigre. Well, I would say you don't have to worry about being erased because we're gonna get this guy in prison. But
Yeah.
you might be going to prison too.
Yeah, kinda.
So
Needed a little assistance. You know.
I do have one question for you, Mr. Armstrong. The poison and the lottery ticket that were found in the defendant's apron pocket, was that your doing as well?
Oh, I know nothing about that. Making it look like it was Maggie who had done it. I was not. It is despicable.
Mr. Godot, you will summon this Furio Tigre as a witness. I doubt that can be arranged today, so we'll adjourn for now. Proceedings will continue tomorrow.
"30 minutes.
What?
Trial will go on. I'll see it to it myself."
by the way, he did down a whole cup of coffee, he said.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't be
This is
surprised.
maybe 7.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised
Might
if
be
he
on
is
seven.
on 7, but
I will count it as 7.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's go.
I need half an hour to get that guy on the stand. Not a minute more.
How the...
Don't sit back and relax yet, Tripe. No one knows if that chef is really telling the truth or not. This trial could still go either way.
Very well, your request is granted, Mr. Godot. We'll resume once Mr. Tigre is ready to take the stand. Until then, court is adjourned for 30-minute recess.
Oh, right.
It is pretty cool that he's able to get him that quickly. So
Yeah. I would say that we keep going for a little bit more, but like, I mean, it's also a decent stopping point, you know? And I can only probably stay for like 20 minutes longer, right?
I mean, yeah, I get what you mean.
Did you guys...
I'm
Yeah.
good with either way.
What do
I'm
you
fine
think?
either way.
How about... Okay, we'll get back in the court.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
let's get
we'll
back
do
in the
this
court at
recess.
least.
So we're finally going to see the tiger on the stand? We've almost got this case won now, Nick.
I wish I could agree.
Well, huh?
When I cross-examined Mr. Armstrong just now, he said he was just doing what the tiger told him to do. But Godot picked up on it, remember? He pointed out that, without proof, we don't know if what he testified is the truth.
You mean, you think Mr. Armstrong was lying?
I don't know, but if that's the line the prosecution takes, we could be in trouble. I get the feeling that we don't have the case-making evidence we're going to need.
Hey!
Yeah, here comes Armstrong with the evidence or something.
Armstrong.
Yep. That's what I said. I'm standing by it.
Armstrong. Yeah.
Detective Gumshoe.
What are you so jumpy about, Detective? Your hair is standing on end.
Hey, that's the pot calling the kettle black, Little Miss Top Knot.
It's not a top knot.
What is it?
Not that.
Never mind about the hair. Just calm down, alright?
I can't stand it still when I don't have a job to do. I kind of get all wound up.
No kidding.
You gotta have something to give me to do, pal. Anything.
Well,
Hey, I'm gonna take a jog back down to the precinct. I can get some prints analyzed for you if you got something. If you got an hour.
an hour, the trial will have reconvened by then.
But, Nick, we still don't have a really decisive piece of evidence, right?
True. Without some kind of trump card to pull out of the bag, out of our ass, we're really stuck.
How did I know?
Because, I mean, pull out of... It's just all leading there. You said you could get some fingerprints... You could get some fingerprint analysis... You said you could get some fingerprint analysis done in an hour.
You bet.
In that case, would you mind checking the prints on this for me? What do we want?
Probably
I can check.
the medicine would be my guess.
You want me to double check?
Yeah.
Let's do it, yeah.
Cool. Give me, like... Reese's... Yep, the small bottle.
The small bottle. This guy?
Yes.
Going back to the station anyway, could you find out whose prints are on this?
Oh, hey, that's the small bottle I gave you back this morning, right?
Yeah, I think it's time we solve the last mystery of whose prints on it belong to.
Sure thing, pal. Actually, that's been gnawing at me, too. Okay, I'll get this off to the lab right away. Make sure you don't lose this case before I get back.
We'll try. It's pretty much the final showdown, I guess.
It's time to separate the phonies from the real guys.
And we will separate fact from fiction. Next time.
Yeah, hold on, just let me save here. And yeah, that is
Did
gonna
it.
be all for today's stream. Hold on, where's my thing? Here we go. We might be doing a stream to finish this off Friday and then do the next case. It might be a special combined stream.
Yeah.
It might be long. I don't know. You guys have
Well,
said that
it
the
all
next
depends
case is another like kind of flashback, so it's kind of similar to
Yeah.
the first one.
The
where
next
it's-
case, yeah.
It's
the
is it
next
just a
case is
court
something that we
proceeding?
It pretty much is, yeah. To not spoil it too much, but yeah, like it's basically like it's something that should be doable in a single stream, basically.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I have a feeling that this isn't actually going to take us that much longer. Like, I feel like we have
Yeah.
a lot of the facts. Probably something is going to
Yeah.
throw a wrench into it and drag it out for a little bit longer, but I'm like,
We're just gonna do a lot next time.
yeah. So we're planning on Friday, but we'll see. It'll really be next stream that we probably do both of them.
Yeah.
But if it kind of depends on work stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even then, I might be able to squeeze in like a mini stream, and just to finish this if it's like really necessary,
Yeah.
and we'll call it GROAAAAAA Part 2.
Yes.
But yeah, this has been fun. I'm liking how this case is all being tied together.
Yeah. Honestly, it holds up
I really like
fairly well.
the mystery of this case. Honestly, it's
Yeah.
it has a nice, like, satisfying mystery to it.
Yeah, I think
I
the
think
way.
it's one of those where it's like, sorry.
No, you go.
I was gonna say I know I really like Turnabout Samurai, but I feel like this one kind of like is a little bit of a dark horse for third cases where you're like, none of the third cases are that good. It's like, well, actually, this one has some pretty good moments.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, more often than not, I feel like the third case stumbles, but honestly, like these two, like Turnabout Samurai and, like, this one, Recipe For Turnabout, are actually pretty solid. I think they're actually very solid cases.
Yeah, I think the main problem with third cases usually is that there's a bunch of like characters kind of that are throwaway characters that you don't really end up caring about all that much.
Yeah, and it's also just that third cases, even when you like them, they tend to be more, I guess, quote unquote, fillery.
Yeah,
They're usually not as connected to the main plot. You know, you're not going to get any huge character revelations necessarily in these third cases.
yeah. This one probably is my favorite so far because the mystery is the like mystery that it creates is solid. The characters are fun.
Yeah.
And it's only 2 days. Although to be fair, that
Yeah.
second investigation was
Woo!
long.
Yeah, it was.
I would say probably the biggest criticism I would have for this case is that some of the stuff is kind of dated. You know, some of the humor a little bit, but you know that's
Yeah.
that doesn't bother me too much. I can see how that would bother more other people more. Because
But-
for me, usually if like humor's dated, I can usually just kind of try to ignore it. That's just how I do it, though.
Yeah.
Mm.
This one's also, I think, funnier than third cases usually are.
Yeah, this is a very funny case.
I remember feeling like Steel Samurai is, of course, iconic for a lot of things because it introduces a lot of things to the franchise that,
Like the Steel Samurai.
like the Steel Samurai characters that reappear throughout. We keep seeing like I mean, there's a couple, but mostly Old Bag and
Yeah.
the person who played the Steel Samurai that I can't remember right now.
I also
Will
think
Powers?
that
Will Powers,
another
yes.
thing that's kind of nice about the Steel Samurai case is it feels like we're really getting into the speed of things with like how these cases work, and also it was like I do think there was actually some decent character development too for Edgeworth in that case, because by the end of it he is kind of helping us out there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And you also get
There's
better
a nice
friend.
character artwork there.
You also become better friends with Gumshoe that case as well.
Also, actually, I've another thing too. The stepladder shows up in that case.
Ah, of course.
Yes.
Yeah.
Origin of that too.
And
I
while
would mostly say that the thing that puts the Recipe For Turnabout over for me is, other than well, there's Will Powers and Wendy Oldbag are like really recurring stuff in that case. But I kind of like the characters more in this case, because then because like sure you have like Wendy Oldbag and Will Powers, but then you also have like some rather forgettable ones like
Sal.
what's her name? The girl with the glass. There's
Penny.
the girl with the glasses.
Penny Nichols.
Yeah,
Dan
and then there's
remembered.
also Cody Hackins.
Yeah.
Those like, whereas I feel like most of the characters are pretty memorable. Like,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, I mean, from my understanding, Armstrong and Furio Tigre are pretty popular. Maybe not
I like them.
Armstrong as much, but like Furio Tigre people really like. And
I love Furio Tigre.
I was surprised with how much like emotion Viola got out of me in this episode. I was like, wow, that's actually really sad to think about her life.
Yeah, I had forgotten about that too. That was actually pretty good.
Yeah.
You know.
So yeah, I'm enjoying this, but I am excited for the next one since from what I've heard, we've got some Miles backstory, right?
The next case is going to be an exciting one. You're going to like it.
You're gonna really like it.
Honestly, you're going to want to do the next case all in one stream, because you're going to want to play that whole thing. You know.
Well, be sure to make a thumbnail with Miles in it because people love those.
Oh, I gotcha. Well,
When he says people, he means
Or
himself.
something that
He
like
loves Miles.
something that people would recognize, I guess.
maybe I'll have to figure out like a bunch. Like I might have to figure out a way to put a bunch of characters into a thumbnail.
That would be
Because I
interesting.
feel like
Yeah,
there's
I know
so
what you
much in
mean.
that case. It's just that's not the kind of thing like that the thumbnail template is designed for, so I might have to finagle a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh.
Speaking of thumbnails, I'm very ahead of the game. Usually I start working on the new thumbnails that are in our very last case, but I've been bored, so
Yeah. Yessie's currently been working on the artwork for investigations.
yeah, I need something to do. Honestly, it's mostly I have an animatic that I'm working on, and I don't want to work on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Investigation
Animatic
comes
Same
out,
by doing a different project. Yeah.
but Investigation comes out in a couple weeks, and we will be covering it probably maybe.
I think before the end of September, we can probably get to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just have to be really
Before
on the
September
ball with the
ends.
streams. So we have to. We just gotta make sure we stream regularly, and also like try to get a lot done. So.
Yeah,
Right? That's a Green Day song.
Yeah.
yeah, it is.
Anyway, yeah. So, thanks everyone who joined.
Thank
A
you.
pretty
Sorry
fun
for the
chat
technical
today.
difficulties.
Yeah. Sorry for being late, and
We're not apologizing for tech issues because that wasn't our fault.
never mind, we're not
wasn't.
sorry for being late. God hated us.
Wait, I figured it out. The tech issues was MC Bomber. That was it.
So true.
It had to be.
I mean, I thought it was so
Honestly,
funny that they were
yeah.
talking about like servers going down.
That
Like,
means we should name this the MC Bomber stream.
Oh, actually,
Because
that's
of
a
the
good
technical
idea.
difficulties.
That's actually a good idea.
That's
Maybe.
a really good idea.
It's a thought.
I might make a reference to it in like the description or something. But
Fair enough.
all right, we
Our
will.
quality got MC bombed.
We will see you guys
Yeah.
next time. Take it easy.
Bye.
Bye bye.